Good evening, all you worthless fucking heathens. And happy Valentine's. I'll even have a fucking drink with you. Some Johnny Walker Black label. I think this was Christopher Hitchens' favorite drink. So let's test it out and see how it does. Not bad. But in the meantime, the Great Bible Question and Answer book. It's a true fucking story. And you see, right here, right there, there's fucking Jesus. It's true. It's written in the book. There's Jesus fucking Christ. Right there, you see him? You see this little motherfucker right there? He don't like nobody fucking with him. And that's why he gave us this wonderful book. So we'll do a little studying on it and see what happens. The first question is how did God create the heavens and the earth? The answer. People have wondered about this question as long as human beings have lived on the face of the earth. The Bible tells us that in the beginning nothing existed but God. He spoke, and the power of His words filled the great emptiness with light, stars, water, and land. Just by saying it. That sumbitch was a motherfucker. He could just say it and it would happen. He created the sun and the moon to give light and to measure time. Next, He made birds and fishes and land animals to multiply and fill the earth with life. God looked on His work, and remember this. God looked on His work and saw that it was good, but He was not finished yet. His last and most important work was creating the first human beings, Adam and Eve. The second question, why is the Sabbath day a holy day? A holy rest. The word Sabbath means to stop. It stands for the seventh day of creation when God stopped and rested from His work. Goddamn, God got tired? What kind of fucking God is that? And He got the silly goddamn deal of getting tired like just a regular fucking human being. The nerve of this motherfucker saying he's a god. The book of Genesis says that God blessed the Sabbath day and made it holy. From earliest Bible times, people have used the Sabbath as a break from their work and to gather together for worship. The Jewish Sabbath falls on Saturday. Isn't that wonderful? The next question, how did the serpent tempt Eve in the Garden of Eden? Living in the garden was an evil spirit which God allowed to be in there since He knew who all was in there, who took on the shape of a snake. This serpent asked Eve, this fucking snake asked Eve, a fucking snake was talking to her, asked Eve, why would God not allow her to taste the fruit from the tree of knowledge? Eat of the fruit, the snake said. The snake said it. It must be true. And you will become just like God. You will have knowledge and power to do anything you please, said the snake, the devil. Eve saw that the fruit was beautiful and she wanted to be wise. So she picked the fruit and tasted it. Then she took the fruit to Adam and he also ate it. What excuse did Adam and Eve make for eating the forbidden fruit? Is the next question. When Adam and Eve heard the Lord walking in the garden that evening, they hid from him. But God called to Adam and asked what he had done. Adam blamed Eve. It was the bitch's fault. It says so right here. It was the fucking woman who started all this shit. Adam said it. The woman gave me the fruit from the tree of knowledge, so I ate it. Eve told God that the snake had tricked her. God punished all three for their sin. To the serpent he said, "From now on, you will crawl on the ground, and people everywhere will curse you." God told Adam and Eve that they would have to leave the Garden of Eden. How did Adam and Eve first clothe themselves? When God created Adam and Eve, they were naked. They were not ashamed of their nakedness because they had no knowledge of good and evil. So as being naked, goddamn, I guess I'm going to be an evil motherfucker later on tonight when I have Penny like a fucking savage. As soon as Adam and Eve tasted the fruit offered by the serpent, the fruit that God had forbidden them to eat, it was as if their eyes were opened. Now they wanted to hide their bodies, and they wove fig leaves together to cover themselves. Later, when the Lord sent them from Eden, he killed animals to provide skins for their clothing. This was the first example of sacrifice in the Bible to cover Adam and Eve's sin. It was necessary to shed an animal's blood. Isn't that wonderful and brutal all at the same time? The poor animals that didn't do any goddamn thing had to be murdered and skinned so Adam and Eve could have clothes? What a wonderful fucking plan by our Lord God Jesus and Holy Motherfucker. At any rate, I want all of you to study these fucking questions tonight and see if the answers make any fucking sense whatsoever to you. And if they don't really sound a little bit fucking ridiculous. One more drink, and happy Valentine's. I hope I was able to bring a little of the large light into your lives. And I hope that I was able to bring a little joy into your miserable existence. Now take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Be chilly and just don't freeze.